Ooh. What's up? Happy Sunday. What's up, Austin? Boston Celtics. What's up? What's up, Sam Rip Kobe? Or rest in peace, Kobe. Hazel Eyes, Tammy, Dallas. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the TikTok. This ain't no specific live. I ain't really coming up here to talk about nothing. I'm just here. I wasn't even planning on going live. What's going on, Patty? What's going on, Crystal? I was just like, fuck it, I ain't doing nothing right now. What's going on, Nicole, Kiki, Mel? So I was like, why not? Dang. What's up, Little Miss Jackson? Look at that, I got a battle already. See, this is why I come on here. Whoa.
Shh, monnezza, scurnacchiato.
What the fuck?
Ciao.
Ciao. All right. See, I don't know what the deal be with these weird ass people. All right. I be thinking these people want to come battle and then they do stuff like that. But and then people think I'm weird. See? You see what TikTok does? What's up, OG Haley? What's up, OG Haley? Oh, it's video AI. What's up? I'm gonna see if I can get this right. Glow Bonita Gen X, right? Glow Bonita Gen X UGC. I hope I said that right. Okay, maybe this is a real person to battle with. I said it right? Yeah. Oh, she canceled it. Damn. Damn. Yeah. So anyways, I ain't up here to talk about nothing specific. I came up here to see maybe I can get a couple battles in. I had the agency battle last night. It went pretty well. I got my ass smoked by Smoke of the South. So congratulations to him, he beat me. Whatever, I guess you can't win them all. But you know, I'm just here on my, sorry about all the scars on my face here. This came from me picking at something on my face. I thought it was a white hair. Maybe this is a battle right here. I tried to bust something in it. I just made it worse. And this is, you know, from when I fell out with those seizures. But it's all right. They just battle-tested scars. That's how I look at them. My son turned 11 months yesterday, so I'm gonna have a 1-year-old a month from now. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait to see him again. I can't wait till all this mess is all over with. So you know, I can have my time with him again because it's been too damn long. I done missed out on too much time for no reason, so, you know, what's going on, Brady bitch? That's her name, by the way, folks. That's her name. I ain't just calling the lady no bitch. That's her name. Do I got a story to tell y'all, though, now that I'm thinking about it? So, I don't got much to talk about. You still watch me on Weed, Glow Bonita? Lord have mercy. What up, name of the game? But, so I went to the grocery store this morning. I got a funny story to tell you. I went to the grocery store this morning. And the grocery store I go to is right. Thank you, Glow Bonita, for the Puff Hearts. So the grocery store I go to is really right across the street from where I live at. So a lot of times I go in there looking like a bum. I ain't gonna lie. I always feel like a bum every time I go in there. Cause I literally walk in there with the same shit on every day. My red hoodie, these, gray sweatpants that I wear, a do-rag, I pretty much always look the same. But it's only because it's right there. It's literally a 3-minute drive. If I decide to walk, it's 10 minutes to get there. So I don't feel the need to get dressed. To go to the damn grocery store, whatever. But anyways, I went there this morning. And I'm in there. What's up, TT from Newport News? Are you from right where I'm at? Newport News. Are you from right where I'm at? Where you at in Newport News? But anyways, I go in the grocery store this morning and I'm, getting my little groceries or whatever. I'm shopping. And I see this brother in there. Now, he looked like he was kind of homeless. You say you see me all the time. Where you see me at? See, that's embarrassing. See, I be trying to stay incognito. I hate when people see me. That's why when I decide to walk somewhere, I keep my red hoodie on, even though it's hot as fuck, because I don't want to be seen. My mama be like, boy, if you don't take off that hoodie, you look crazy. You look like somebody. You look like you're gonna try to give yourself a stroke or something. But I be like, Ma, I don't want people to see me all the time. That's why I do that. I don't care how hot it is. People still see me, so it's pointless. But anyways, I go in the grocery store and I see this brother and I don't know if he was homeless. I don't want to put that on nobody, but he looked like he was. I'm gonna just put it that way. And he was walking around erratic with this shopping cart. He was walking around, looking around like this. And I had my little basket. So I walked past him and me and him made eye contact. And what you mean unhoused, Zaza? What you mean by that? If you're trying to say homeless, no. So carry your ass on somewhere if you're trying to insult me. No, I'm not homeless, okay? Do I look... Anyways, back to my story. Alright. That just made me laugh. Anyways, he walking around all erratic and me and him make eye contact. And I just look like, you good, bro? Or whatever. So I keep going. And then I walked back to where he was at. Because we was in like the frozen section or whatever. So I'm looking at the meat and I look over to my left. And this dude is over in the freezers where they keep like the frozen beef patties and stuff at. And he just stuffing his cart with like boxes of beef patties and everything else. So I'm like, dang, dog, like, and then I realized he had a little duffel bag in his cart. That's automatically suspicious when you walking around in a grocery store with an empty duffel bag. So I was like, okay. And then so I had some milk in my cart because I was about to get some cereal and milk. Then I changed my mind because sometimes I just overbuy things because I already got milk here. But I always feel like I'm gonna run out, so let me just go ahead and get another one. But my son's birthday coming up, so I'm trying to prioritize him over myself. So I was like, fuck that, I don't need that milk. So I went to go put that milk back. So when I walked back to the dairy aisle, I walked past the aisle that brother went in. And when I walked past that aisle, that motherfucker was stuffing that duffel bag with all them boxes of hamburgers or whatever. And I look, and he looked up at me. He did like that. And I looked like that. And And I just kept on walking. Cause I'm like, he was in the middle of the aisle. This was in the morning and brought in the middle of the aisle. Anybody could have walked past and seen that. It just happened to be me. And it's like he ain't give a damn. He looked at me, I looked at him. And I went on right to the dairy aisle and put that milk back and went right back where I was at. Cause that ain't my damn problem at the end of the day. If they security or loss prevention is that weak that they can't see that, that ain't my damn business. I ain't finna go snitch on the brother. If he got out, he got out. So I don't own that damn store. What I mean, I was like, Lord have mercy, in the broad daylight, like, dude, if you hungry, I get it. He looked like he might have been homeless. So if he was hungry, I get it. He trying to get him some meat so he can go, make him some dinner or whatever he trying to do. But damn, dog. I mean, hey, I made my goal. Thank you. But it's like, damn, dog. Like, cause I mean, I used to shoplift when I was a teenager. Like when I was a kid. And I feel like even back then, I was a little more skilled than that. Like when I was a teenager in the damn late 90s, early 2000s, I used to do stuff like that. You don't own the store, but crime is why these stores end up closing in poor neighborhoods. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I just didn't feel like it was my business to go snitch. I mean, if somebody would have seen them, they would have seen them. I mean. But when I was a teenager, I used to do stuff like that. Like I used to go in the grocery store and steal candy or steal magazines or whatever, food, chips, stuff like that. Like that's how I created that little cartoon series that y'all always see me promoting on my page, Twisted Tunes or whatever. Cause my boy knew how to draw. So all I had to do was take him a picture of whatever cartoon character, and he could draw it and add it to the series. So I would sometimes go to the store and steal magazines, coloring books, whatever had a character in it. They'll go take to them. And sometimes I would steal magazines because I had my own collections of like wrestling magazines and stuff. That's the kind of teenager I was back then. And then I discovered the damn adult magazines at the gas station, because the gas station used to have porn magazines on the top shelf. So if you went to the right place, I used to see. That's why I laughed at this dude, because I used to be like, man, I used to go in the stores and look for where the cameras was at, even as a teenager. So I was like, all right, ain't no camera right there, so ain't nobody gonna see me right there. I remember the gas station, it was called Zooms. I used to go right in Zooms, go where the magazines was. I knew right where the adult magazines was. I would strategically grab one from the top shelf and drop it down to the bottom right quick. Look around. Then I would kneel down and grab like a comic book magazine, like I was reading that right quick. And then when nobody looking, I swiftly, put that adult magazine, like that. Then I, put it back, going on about my business. And then I take that magazine to my boy Keith and show him about it. Show Keith. And of course, what all teenage boys do back then. Yeah, that was the purpose of it, all right? But my point being is I used to always try to carefully case these places as a teenager. Even See, I used to, see, I used to, one time I went to Best Buy when Best Buy used to sell tapes, VHS tapes, and DVDs. That's how long ago I used to do that stuff. I remember I used to do that stuff. I remember I stole All About the Benjamins, the VHS tape from Best Buy. I took all of, I took all of, I literally, man, I'm showing my age, boy. How old am I, Raya? I'm 39. Did the alarm go off? No. One time it did. So one time it was a comic book store down the street. I don't know if it's even still there. But it's on Warwick Boulevard for those of y'all that's from Newport News. It used to be a comic book store, and I believe this was like 2002, 2003. I had to be 15 or 16. But again, I used to be a little shoplifter back then. So I used to go to that comic book store to try to look for characters for my boy to draw. So one day I went in there walking around, and I just happened to wander in this extra room that they had. I didn't realize that I had done went to the porn section, because the dude didn't say nothing. So I was just in this extra room, and then I looked around and seen the posters, and seen nothing but naked ass women. So I was like, oh snap. Mind you, I'm 15, 16 at this time. So I'm like, oh snap. And then I'm looking at the magazines and the DVDs, and I'm like, oh snap. So I immediately went to shoplifter mode, grabbed the magazines. It was a camera right there too. So I put myself in the position where it couldn't see me. And then these DVDs, it was like them anime hentai DVDs. You know what I'm talking about? So, and it had a little thing on it. So what I did was cracked the thing open and took the disc out and put the disc in my pocket and left or whatever. And I smoothly walked out of there. And I thought I hit gold, because you know, as a teenage boy, when you got porn, especially back then, it's like gold to you. So I said, oh snap. I'm about to, man. I put that shit in my PlayStation 2. I put that shit in my PS2. And went to town, Jack, and then I told my boy Matt about it or whatever, and then I got addicted and went back. Tiffany Marie Patton said, what are you talking about? I'm talking about when I was 15, 16, and I used to shoplift, and I went in this comic book store to try to get some comic books, to get some characters for my friend to draw, and I ended up in the porn section and lost my mind. That's what I'm talking about. So then I got addicted and went back. So I thought I was slick this time. I did, because at first I had just took that DVD or whatever, but this time I wanted more. So again, I went in there, and there was a different guy in there this time, but he didn't say nothing to me. I went in there. I had the big flight jacket on. If you from Virginia, the DMV area, or even the Northeast, New York, you know, Philadelphia, anywhere around them areas around that time in the early 2000s, that jacket was popular. That big flight jacket used to be popular. We used to always wear those. And Timberlands or whatever. Because Virginia, we used to always try to emulate New York back then. So I had that shit on. And I used to have a little fro and some glasses on. So I went back in the comic book store and got too greedy and tried and got too greedy and I took a DVD, thank you, Tiffany, and I rolled up a magazine and stuck that bitch in my pocket and tried to go out of there. And that damn alarm went off. As soon as I went out, beep, 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 and I looked, and I was like, man, no. And the guy was just sitting there calmly. He had his glasses on. He looked at me. He said, okay, sir, why are we beeping? And I was like, oh, man, I don't even know. He was like, come on now. I was like, what you talking about? I ain't got nothing. He was like, all right, what's in your pocket? So I emptied out the pocket that I knew didn't have nothing in it. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for the confetti. Thank you. I emptied the pocket that I knew didn't have nothing in it. He was like, all right, so what about your other pocket? I was like, look, man, I'm not about to empty all my pockets. You tripping. I ain't even got nothing. He was like, so you're not going to empty your pocket? I said, then I tried to use the race card. You know, when you a kid, that's the first thing you go to. I said, what you doing this for? Because I'm black? Oh, because I'm a young black kid? You just trying to single me out. That's what you doing. You say, man, I ain't finna do this. He said, it has nothing to do with you being black. I said, yes, it does. It has everything. It got everything to do with that. So then he went and grabbed the phone or whatever. Like he was getting ready to call the police. So I was like, man, I ain't finna stay here. And so I walked out the store or whatever. And I'm walking around the corner. Now I'm nervous because I ain't never had the police called on me. And he was standing out the door with the phone up to his ear. And I turned around and looked and whatever. And as soon as I got around that corner, I booked it. I thought I was Barry Allen. I thought I was the Flash that day. I booked it home. I tossed that magazine. I threw that magazine out my pocket somewhere, but I kept the DVD. Thank you, I Am Joshua, for the golden boxing gloves and everything. I kept the DVD, but I got rid of that magazine. I was scared as hell that day. That was one of the first few times I got caught. I didn't always get away with it. It was one time I got caught by the same man at the same grocery store doing the same thing. Because again, I got addicted to collecting magazines and stuff. So it's this grocery store right on Warwick Boulevard. It's still there to this day, called Harris Teeter. It's been there since I moved to Newport News from Portsmouth, Virginia when I was 12. That store has been there ever since. I'm 39 now. So if it wasn't Food Line I was going to, it was Harris Teeter. So I went to that particular Harris Teeter because it had the magazines that I needed for my friend to draw these characters. So I went in there like I typically do, thinking I was slick, grabbing a couple magazines, stuffing them down my pants. It wasn't even that. It wasn't even magazines. It was food, I remember, because I was hungry back then. And see, my mama boyfriend was living. My baby brother and baby sister, their daddy, was living with us at the time. Me and him never got along. I still don't like him to this day. You know, I was 13 when he came along, and he mistreated my mom. So obviously me and him never had a good relationship. He also mistreated my sister Brittany, who's not his daughter. So we never had a good relationship. And my mama was basically taking care of this man. He sat around and did not a damn thing. He's a sorry excuse for a man, and he always has been. And I never let up on that. But anyways, my mama was doing all the work, and this dude was just sitting in the house, eating up everything or whatever. So I was hungry because we ain't had nothing to eat. So the first thing I knew to do was go steal something. So I went to the grocery store, Harris Teeter, to try to get me a bag of chips and something. I remember, and I got greedy, so I had that big flight jacket on. So I grabbed a big party size. I grabbed a big party size bag of chips and tried to stuff it in my jacket and grabbed a couple other things and tried to leave. And I was leaving as I was trying to leave, this man, black man, old black dude came out the deli aisle. He said, "Come here, young man." I said, "Huh?" He said, "Come here." He said, "Come here." He said, "Tell me where you put that product." I said, "What product you talking about?" He said, "Come on now. Come on now. Don't play this game, son. I seen what you did, son. I seen what you did." Or whatever. Or whatever. So I ain't even argue with him. I acquiesced. I was like, all right, man. You know, I gave him the chips or whatever. And he just told me to get out the store. So I did. So I did. Whatever. Then I went back a few weeks later. Because I was like, he ain't going to remember me. So I went back in there again. Because this time I wanted some magazines or whatever. So I tried to go get some magazines, and I went in there. I ain't see nobody. Same idea. Went in there, stuffed some down my jacket, and tried to walk out the store. As I was walking towards this same man came around that damn corner. Either he was putting his teeth in his mouth or he was eating something. But that motherfucker said, "Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you?" I said, "Tell me what?" I said, "Tell me what?" He said, "Didn't I tell you? I told you one time before." He said, "That's the first thing you think of? You come in here to take something, man? You gotta be smarter than that." I was like, "I don't know what you talking about." I ain't never been in this store. You probably talking about my brother. I came. I said, "I got a brother that look just like me. You probably talking about him. I ain't never been in this store." I was like, "Oh, y'all can kiss my ass." Are you on the spectrum? So this dumbass, fake ass account that say TikTok user just asked me, "Am I on the spectrum?" First of all, that's not an insult. Second of all, no. But since you up here trying to be ignorant, get your ignorant ass the fuck up off here. Let me block you if my moderator ain't already did it. Oh, they did it. All right, cool. Anyways, he said, "Didn't I tell you? Now everybody trying to battle. Hold on. Let me accept this battle. And then I'm going to mute whoever it is. Never mind. I guess they ain't coming. Or whatever. And then I said, "Man, fuck all y'all. I don't need this." And then I walked out the store or whatever. And then how about my mama wanted to go to Harris Teeter 2 days later? Like 2 days after I done got caught in this store. Now you want to go grocery shopping there all of a sudden. My mama didn't never go to Harris Teeter. My mama always went to Food Line or Farm Fresh or something like that. So now why all of a sudden you want to go to Harris Teeter, Ma? So when she pulled up at the grocery store, I automatically got nervous. And I was like, I'm gonna sit in the car, Ma. She was like, "No, I need you to get out." I was like, I don't feel like going to the store, Ma. I'm gonna sit in the car. She was like, "Boy, get out the car. I might need you to help me carry some groceries or something." I said, "Well, all right, when you bring them to the car, I'll take them out the basket." She said, "Get your ass out the car." I was like, "Man, damn." Because I'm scared I'm going to get caught. So I was wearing glasses back there. I wear contact lenses now. So I took my glasses off. Hopefully nobody would recognize me. But I couldn't see a damn thing. So my mama walking all around the store, all in the deli aisle and all that where he was at. y'all and all that where he was at. I stayed in the front of the store the whole time. I just kept walking around the front couple hours the whole time, shaking. I'm like, Mom, please hurry up. Shaking. I'm like, Mom, please hurry up. Because I couldn't see, for one thing, so I didn't know who was around. I didn't know if the man was at work or nothing. But that was the scariest moment I ever had. Because I was like, I swear, if my mama found out I done came here and stuff. It wasn't that I was scared I was going to get a whooping. Because I was 15, 16 back then. My mama wasn't whooping me back then. But I just had to deal with her and, you know. Luckily, the guy wasn't there. So we got out of there smooth. But yeah. And then one more funny moment I can remember of me shoplifting was still here in Newport News on yeah, it was right here on Denby on Warwick Boulevard. Actually, it was a Food Line over here, and it was hot outside that particular. It was hot outside that particular day. I remember it was super hot outside. It was the summertime. And I used to walk everywhere. I'm crazy like that. I still to this day walk anywhere. Whether I got a car or not. That's just me. Obviously, I didn't have a car back then. So I was walking somewhere. And I don't remember exactly where it was. I think it was back to my old neighborhood because I wanted to see my old friends. So I stopped at a Food Line. Because back then, they used to have the sodas in the front of the store in them little barrels, and some ice. So I walked in there, and that's when that orange Mountain Dew had first came out. So I really wanted to try that. So I walked in the store. I looked in that barrel. I grabbed one of them orange Mountain Dews real quick. And then I walked to the magazine aisle. And I set that Mountain Dew on the floor. And grabbed the magazine on the floor, and grabbed the magazine, and act like I was reading it. And as I was acting like I was reading that magazine, I'm looking around to make sure can't nobody see me. And this black dude walked past with some dreads. He looked like Booker T from WWE, and I guess he was the manager. Or something at that Food Line. So he walked past and looked at me, and we made eye contact. And then when he left, I put the magazine back and walked around and went to the frozen food aisle. Where I ain't see nobody. And real quick, I stuck that damn soda in my pocket and tried to go ahead and walk out that store. Soon as I got to the door, here come this dude. Don't even try it, bro. He laughed. He said, don't even try it, bro. Let me go ahead and get that soda. I said, what you talking about, man? He said, I seen you, dog. I seen you, dog. I watched you the whole time on camera. He said, let me go ahead and get that, big dog. I was like, man, all right. Now I gave it to him or whatever. He was like, do me a favor, man. Go ahead out the store. Don't come back to the end of the summer. I was like, man, all right. And that was it. It wasn't really nothing after that. I wanted to scream your name, but I didn't. Queen of the South. Wait, what? I saw you walking by Warwick. I saw you walking by Wawa off Warwick Boulevard a few weeks ago. Oh, Lord. See, that's what I be talking about. See, that's why I say I be trying to stay incognito and don't like nobody seeing me. You probably seen me with that damn red hoodie on, because that's what I'm always wearing when I'm out there walking, like when I choose to go walk like that. I probably was coming from the smoke shop. But if you would have said something, I would have acknowledged you. I probably would have said hey or something, but I try to not be seen like that. All right, here goes somebody. Let me see. Oh, they canceled it. Never mind. I guess people scared to battle today. Oh, here goes somebody.
Hello,
Was
hello.
was good.
Was good. How are you doing?
I'm good. What you trying to battle or something? Good. What you trying to battle or something? Yeah, I'm close to Chesapeake. 40 minutes.
Was Where are you from?
All right.
Guys, guys,
All right.
top, guys,
I'm gonna
likes and
mute you,
share.
bro.
Thank you.
All right, but yeah. All right, but yeah. So thank you, Jessica. I always get it wrong. Oh, living my best life for the donuts, for the donuts. But yeah, man. Then after a while, I just kind of grew out of the shoplifting. Yeah, after 16, I just stopped. I just stopped. I was like, this is pointless. Like by that time, I was starting to work and make my own money anyways. So there was no point for me to need to do that. And I ain't did it since then. So, but I just thought it was funny seeing that man stuff all that meat in that duffel bag. What's up, Michelle duffel bag? What's up, Michelle Prophet? How you doing? But anyhow, I done gave y'all some of my old childhood stories, so y'all tap that screen since we on this battle. Alright? And then I'll tell you some more, because I can tell stories for days. Thank you, Jessica, living my best life for the confetti. Thank you, life for the confetti. Thank you again. You the MVP right now. That's right, freeze this fool. Freeze this fool. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Tammy, for the hurt me. Don't look surprised when I tell you that. Ooh, that's when I tell you that. Ooh, gotta spend some time with my baby, yes. So if that means we're gonna rain on your parade, ooh, you have to count me out. You're gonna have to count me out. I wanna be with my girlfriend. What you know about that? Me out this time. Ooh. Count me out. Count me out. Hey. When she asks me, please. Thank you, Jessica, living my best life. Should I say no? Should I say no and feel at ease? Michelle Prophet, I look so familiar because I'm Daonte from the TV show Love After Lockup. That's why I look so familiar. Thank you. If you count me out tonight, she's gonna be with me wherever I go. Ooh, I go. Ooh, she's got a sweet personality. She saves her kisses just for me. Mommy of six, no, I've not found love. So if that means we're gonna rain on your parade, ooh, ooh, you'll have to count me out. I know I can't sing, but I be trying. Come on. I love my baby, but she's just a tease. And when I meet her, I say, please. Can I say, please? Can I hold you, squeeze you, 'cause I need you? Count me out. You have to count me out this time. Don't count. Jessica, living my best life, says, seriously, how much of the show is true and not dramatized? First of all, thank you for the cheer, Mike. Don't even, Mike, don't even get me started on that. If you scroll down on my TikTok page, you'll see certain videos of me doing live reactions to my episodes. And I'm breaking down what's real and what's not. I actually on my YouTube channel do live reviews and breakdowns of my episodes. If you didn't already see me do that up here on one of my lives already, I was showing that. But it's called Dive Into It. Dive Into It with D. Let me plug it again. It says since I'm talking about it. By the way, we got 44 seconds. So let me go ahead. Plug it one more time. This is my playlist right here. And this is my self-reviews of me reviewing my own episodes. This is a little preview. You see me?
I have never spent time with Daonte in the outside.
Hold on, it's too bright,
We
but
need to get to know each other before we can just hop into a relationship.
called Dive Into It with Dito. And on there, watch the snipe. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. I won. Real quick, MVPs. Jessica living my best life. Marcella Prophet. Germ. Chelsea Strickland. Miss April. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you, bro, for the battle. Oh, let me take. Yeah, appreciate it. But anyways, thank y'all for giving me that win. But yeah, on my YouTube channel, I do reviews of my own episodes. The only episode that's missing is episode 1, because I was just learning how to use YouTube back then. So I used that footage, and YouTube blocked it. So that's the only one. That's missing. But from my second episode all the way to my last, it's all there. Because I figured out loopholes and figured out how to use that footage without them being able to block it. So that's where that came from. I got another one. And on,
Hello,
what's going on, bro?
how are you?
Good.
How are you?
Good.
Where are you from?
Hold on.
You invite someone?
Oh, you trying to invite me?
I don't have any idea. Do you want to play around?
I'm trying to battle you.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. I'm gonna put you on mute though.
It's okay.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to play around, brother. I'm trying to battle. But anyways, also on my YouTube channel, when I do my reviews, in the beginning, when you see my first few videos, you'll see that my editing was a little janky because I was just starting. So I was kind of just getting the hang of it. I might sound a little monotone because I was just getting in the flow of it. But as it goes on, you can see my production value gets better and I get more energetic like I am right now. And also in between the watch alongs, I watch my segments, I pause them, and then I do what I call first time reveals, where I'm basically spilling the tea behind what's real and what's not. And sometimes I have receipts and footage to show. Sometimes I don't. So if your attention span is good enough and you're able to sit there and watch me, listen to me speak and tell you the truth, you'll definitely be interested with that. That's not That's not all that's on my YouTube channel, but that's the Love After Lockup stuff. And thank you so much for contributing so much. Jeez Louise, Jessica living my best life. You are the MVP. You are the MVP. Also, stuff that's on my YouTube is the little cartoon stuff I be doing, the Twisted Tune stuff. I do like in-depth descriptions of that, what it is, the characters, the groups that we put together, everything. I try to promote that stuff as much as I can. Some people don't seem to care about it, but it is what it is. It's called Dive Into It with D, with the exclamation point. Let me see if I can. There it is. There it is. Hold on.
The conversations after that we've had.
Oh, hush up,
I
Nicole.
told you that
There it
I want
is.
somebody to get down on one knee and propose to me and come with the best. I'm not engaged until I get the ring that I want.
That's what it is.
Holding my hand, everything. From the time I dropped off.
Yeah, so that's my channel. That's my channel. So I'm glad you asked me about that. Jessica living my best life. Anytime I get a chance to promote that, I do that in Twisted Tunes. So happy with that. Appreciate you for that. Seeing them old episodes bring back old memories, bad memories for me. But yeah. Triggering, I'm sure. Some of it is. Some of it's funny. Some of it I can look back on it now. Me and Nicole since then have binge watched those episodes together and laughed at certain shit. I remember certain scenes when we was watching it together. I would turn around and look at her like I should have kicked your ass back then. Like, I can't believe you did that and this and this and this and this. So we kind of was laughing about certain things we knew was fake. So like, I was like, you remember they made you do that and they made me do this and this and this, Obviously the stuff with Tia is a little triggering. I don't even want to talk about her because evidently she done found her way to become friends with my kid's mom. So now that concerns me about my kid. Because why the fuck is you all of a sudden sniffing around my kid's mama, trying to be friends with my kid's mama? I already know what you about. You turned Nicole into what she is. So I already don't trust that. But my baby's mama is not going to listen to me. So she going to end up learning the hard way. But what can you do? What can you do? Anyways, that ain't nothing but a plot to piss off me and Nicole anyways. We kind of both done peeped that. So don't nobody really care. I don't care what they do, but I do care who my kid is around. You still looking for my YouTube? You're gonna have to be specific. When you got to specifically type in "dive into it with D" with an exclamation point. You got to type it in just like that. I won. Thank you. Appreciate you, bro. But you got to type it in just like that. And you ought to see that picture of me. And then there it is. And then there it is. And then if you go to playlists, you'll see all the self-reviews. You see it start with me and Nicole. From my first season and my second season, and then they go to me and Lindsay. So, and then there's a couple videos in there where I tried to review the newer season that was coming on that particular year. I think it was the season with like Key Rock and Britney in it. I was gonna start doing reviews of the newer seasons that I'm not in. So I had started, and then I just never got around to doing it again because I just didn't have time to sit around and watch the episodes like that. Because I don't watch the show no more anyway. What the fuck?
Hello.
Hello.
What we got going on here?
That's clear, BK. That's clear, BK.
We're just getting ready.
Yeah, I'm leaving too.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. What's up, Michelle, Barry, Cat Mom? What's going on, my friend? It's going all right. What's going on, my friend? It's going all right. My friend is going all right. Can't complain too much. All right, Pumpkin. Let's see. Pumpkin. Let's see. Ah, I wanted that battle. Maximum number of guests reached. What that mean? Number of guests reached. What that mean? I ain't never heard of that on TikTok. How have you been feeling lately, friend? I've been feeling okay. Actually, mentally, I kind of been in a pretty good headspace. Things have been going pretty well, slowly but surely. Like, I celebrate small little victories now. Instead of everything just happening all at once. I'm really starting to learn patience and letting things just fall slowly but surely. So it's been okay. I've been on FanDuel Sportsbook. You know, I always go on FanDuel and bet a little bit. I don't bet as much as I used to. But I'll go bet $5 here and there and try to win something. And I usually always fucking lose. I'm usually always one off all the time. And so I did another bet last night. 2 actually on FanDuel. Both was for $5. One of them would have won me $600 some odd dollars. The other one would have won me like $114, 15 some odd dollars. But whatever. I only put $5 on both bets. Or whatever. And it was game 7 of the NBA Western Conference Finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. So I put money on that, but obviously I kind of lost faith. Because it's like I always fucking lose on FanDuel. So as I was watching the game progress, I was watching certain stats, and I was like, man, I ain't gonna win this shit. Whatever. I was like, I done lost my $10 again. Whatever. I don't even care. And I ain't even stay up to finish the rest of the game. I just went to sleep. Because, you know what I'm saying, I just got used to being disappointed, so I just went to sleep or whatever. I woke up in the middle of the night because I always wake up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning for some reason. Thank you, Texas Sunshine 33. And I just happened to go look at the score the score of the game because I wanted the Spurs to win. Even though I don't like the Spurs, I want the New York Knicks to win this year. New York Knicks to win this year. So I felt like the Spurs was a better matchup for them than the Thunder. So when I saw that the Spurs won, I was happy. But then some told me to go on FanDuel for some reason just to check, even though I knew I had done lost. And I went on FanDuel and lo and behold, I didn't win the $600 some odd dollars. But I won $115 off of my little $5. So that's a small victory for me. So I was like, damn, look at God. I was like, something better than nothing. So yeah. Like I said, mentally things have been going all right. I've been really, really working out again. That's why you can see this vein popping out in my damn arm. Because I've been working the fuck out. Like a lot. I've been taking my weight gainer because I'm getting sick and tired of people talking about how skinny I am and everything. Even though I've been slim all of my damn life. See, when I went on TV, I gained a little bit of weight. I was 145 pounds, and that's as big as I have ever been. I ain't never cracked 150 ever in my life. So I was a little bit bigger then, and then I got stressed out in the situations that I was in. And I lost a little bit of weight. So yeah, I looked a little bit smaller. I got out of the gym. I got out of my gym routine. I stopped taking my mass gainer. Right there, Amira, as you say. And so yeah, but now I'm back on it. So, you know. And I'm eating a lot more meat now than normal because I donate plasma also sometimes. So whenever I go to the plasma center or whatever, I'm always asking what is it that I need to do because sometimes I'm either low blood pressure or something like that. You got to eat meat. So I just keep on eating meat. I can't help it that I just don't gain weight. But I try. See, a lot of people have the opposite problem. They can't lose weight. My ass can't damn gain weight half the time. Thank you, Ross, for the heart me. What's going on, Flower Lady? What's going on, Tasha? Oh, Tasha, if you DM'd me, I ain't seen it yet. So don't think I'm ignoring you. I think I said that to you in the DMs. I don't want you to think I'd be ignoring you. If you DM me. I just don't get to them all the time. I don't see them right away. I be feeling so bad about that too. Because there be so many people trying to, interact with me and get to know me and everything. And I be trying, like I really, really do be trying to open up and get to know people. Sometimes I don't trust people now because you open up too much. You open up to the wrong people. You let the wrong people in, and then, but I never wanted to be one of those TV personalities or whatever you want to call me that just is a dick. But now, since I've been a part of this for so long, I do realize why a lot of celebrities are dicks and don't want to be bothered with. I see now. It's so hard to be famous. Right, Flower Lady? And I'm not even famous. That's the thing. I'm not even famous. People know me. I'm semi-famous, if you want to call. I'm semi-famous, if you want to call me that. Internet famous, but I'm not like. I don't know. I'm not Michael B. Jordan. I'm not The Rock. I'm not Drewski or Drake or somebody like that. That's how they like that. That's how pay me like them people. A lot of times I do feel like I miss my calling though, because I do feel like I belong on like some type of comedy show, like some type of sketch comedy show or something, because I feel like I excel in that. I feel like I do good in that. I feel like I do good in that. Like I feel like I could be on Saturday Night Live. Or I could have been on In Living Color back in the days. For those of y'all that know what In Living Color is, I know I'm showing my age. Or Mad TV. But yeah. Yes, Flower Lady, I'm a Marine. I know a lot of people probably don't remember In Living Color or know what In Living Color is, but In Living Color is basically the black version of Saturday Night Live. It's Saturday Night Live. It's the show that made Jim Carrey famous, if you didn't know that. That's where Jim Carrey came from, In Living Color. Created by the Wayans brothers, Keenan Ivory Wayans, to be exact. So that's where Keenan Ivory Wayans came from. That's where Damon Wayans came from. That's where Sean and Marlon Wayans came from. That's where Kim Wayans came from. That's where Jamie Foxx came from. That's where David Allen Greer came from. That's where Tommy Davidson came from. That's where Jim Carrey came from. That's where Jennifer Lopez came from. In Living Color. Look it up. Go back on YouTube and type in Living Color in the 1990s. And you will see where a lot of these famous celebrities originated from. Know your history. Just like Saturday Night Live. Just like Eddie Murphy came from Saturday Night Live, and Will Ferrell and all those other people. Jimmy Fallon, all of them. Saturday Night Live. Owen Wilson. See, a lot of the people on Mad TV didn't reach them heights, but I still remember them too. You know what I'm saying? I remember the Mad TV cast. Aries Spears, Phil Lamar, Deborah Wilson, Nicole Sullivan, Michael McDonald, Will Sasso, Key and Peele. That's where they come from, Mad TV. Orlando Jones, Dr. Lee from Drumline. It came from Mad TV. J-Lo was a dancer, but I thought there was another woman too who danced. I don't know. It might have been. I don't know. I just remember Jennifer Lopez in particular. So. But anyways, man, it's time for me to start cooking. I don't think nobody else gonna better me tonight, so I'm about to cook my dinner for the night. Cause yes, I am gonna go donate plasma tomorrow. So, for that woman, if you see me walking up the street, don't be surprised. be walking up the street, don't be surprised if you see your brother walking around with a red hoodie tomorrow. Don't be surprised. Beautiful new follower, no problem. Thank you, Amira. I'm gonna have to follow you back. What you cooking? Some chicken. Some chicken wings and some green beans. And last night I made some steak and some rice and all that. Mixing it up a little bit. Anyways, let me get on off here. Thank you, Diary of see, right when I get off it, never mind. Okay, her name is Diary of a Silly Bitch. I'm not calling her that. That's just what her name is. So thank you. Thank you, Savage, for joining my fan club. And I am out.